Today we will learn how to do a pendulum and how to build it gradually into a pendulum shot. This is a basic pendulum pattern. If you think about the way the pendulum of a clock swings, it might help you understand this move visually. So what is going on here? When I create the pendulum motion, I am actually using both hands to get the rope dart to swing from side to side. Let us start learning this move in wall plane. I am going to take my dominant hand, aka my lead hand, and in my case my right hand, and I'm going to grip the rope about a forearm's length away from the dart. I am going to then open my hand so that the rope is resting on the outer side of my pointer finger. Then I am going to bring my lead hand close to my chest. My lead hand is going to point the rope from side to side with the ever so smallest of wrist movements. Meanwhile, I take my non-dominant hand, aka my anchor hand, and in this case my left hand, and I gather some of the extra rope. Now the rope in between my two hands is taut. Finally, I am going to bring my anchor hand to my hip and pull back and forth gently. I allow the rope to slide back and forth on my pointer finger. It is this pulling and releasing motion that is going to create the momentum for the dart to swing from side to side. The best way I can describe the rhythm of the pulling and releasing motion is that it kind of feels like a heartbeat. Dun dun, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun. The line that the dart draws should be perpendicular to my feet. The lead hand itself doesn't actually move from side to side. It stays in front of my chest. The most common mistake I see is students moving their lead hand from side to side. You will see that my lead hand is barely moving at all during this move. It is the anchor hand that creates the momentum for the dart to swing. The lead hand is only really moving to make sure that the dart points from side to side in wall plane. Another common issue I see is students using their anchor hand to pull the rope from left to right instead of back and forth. Make sure that your anchor hand stays close to your hip and that you are pulling at this angle rather than side to side. Okay, that was step 1. Now we are going to get more complex. We are going to start to turn our pendulum into a pendulum shot. See the difference between a pendulum and a pendulum shot? The dart is traveling much farther from side to side. Here is how to do it. Before, we were creating small back and forth motions with our anchor hand. Now, we are going to exaggerate that motion. Our lead hand will stay at the same position, but our rope will travel farther on our pointer finger. Sidebar. This can cause some uncomfortable friction. If you spin rope dart, your pointer finger is going to experience some wear and tear. If you get bad blisters, try cloth medical tape. Now back to our pendulum shots. The more exaggerated the movement of your anchor hand, the more height your rope dart will gain. The goal is to get the rope dart to draw a completely horizontal line. Okay, the final step to getting our pendulum shot is to add some length to your rope so that the dart can shoot out farther from side to side. All you need to do is let a little bit of that extra rope out from your anchor hand. The more rope you add, the longer your pendulum shots will be. This also means that you need to pull back harder with your anchor hand. Increase the length of your rope slowly so that you can understand exactly when to pull back and forth. This took me about a week to catch on to. Once you feel comfortable with this move, try doing it in wheel plane. Just shift your body 90 degrees so that your feet are parallel to your pendulum instead of perpendicular. Now your anchor hand will be pulling your rope from side to side instead of back and forth, and the dart will be shooting in front of you and then in back of you instead of right to left. Okay, that is the end of the tutorial. If you have any questions, comment below. I want to give a huge thank you to Andreas Trevino, who was the first teacher to show me this move. Thanks for watching!